Thanks for watching County Report this week. I'm Susan Kennedy. Montgomery County Police have a suspect in custody in connection with 3 recent carjackings of elderly men in the Wheaton area. The men were kidnapped and forced to draw money from their ATMs. In light of these recent events, Montgomery County Police have released some safety tips for holiday shoppers, and Officer Janelle Smith is here to give us some details of those tips. Officer, tell us what we need to do.
Well, Susan, the Montgomery County Police Department has compiled a list of holiday safety tips for our residents that include tips to abide by when you're out shopping, when you're out walking, and while you're away from home during the holiday season. While out shopping, do not become distracted by your shopping. Stay alert and aware of those around you. Keep your car doors locked and keep all your packages locked away and concealed in the trunk of your vehicle. While out walking during this season, stick to well-traveled and well-lighted areas. Try to avoid shortcuts through woods and alleyways and other dark places. Also, a lot of residents tend to leave home during the Christmas season and the holiday season, and during that time, the police would ask that you try to attempt to make your residence look lived in. Have a neighbor pick up the mail and pick up the newspapers, or use timed lights to make the residence look as if someone is home. By abiding by these holiday season tips, we hope that everyone will have a safe and happy holiday season.
Great advice, Officer Janelle Smith, and we want folks to stay as safe as possible out there, so take note of those tips. Also this week, a new bill that is aimed at changing driver behavior. The measure would allow the installation of traffic cameras in school buses to monitor vehicles that illegally pass by. If the bill is approved, drivers caught passing a stopped school bus could face a fine of up to $250. Officials say the measure is designed to keep students safe.
And that's really what this is about. While a lot of people have always commented about red light cameras and speed cameras and said that they're primarily for revenue generation, that's not really what this is about, because you see in those areas where those cameras are that people slow down. And they're strategically placed in areas where we want people to slow down. The same thing applies to school buses. We want people to understand that it's important for them to heed the stop signs that are there. It's for our children's safety. And so that's primarily what this is about. But people will take notice. And as people start to hear that there potentially could be tickets that come out by them bypassing school buses, they'll think twice about the next time they decide that they're late for work and they want to jump around the school bus.
We know that school bus violations are one of the serious traffic law violations that we encounter, probably next to drunk driving and reckless driving. There's over 1,000 school bus routes, and that's more than we have police officers on the road to conduct effective enforcement. It's very hard to catch these violations, although every one of them is serious. So it makes good sense to use technology to help us enforce these laws, and more importantly, get the message out for voluntary compliance, because we don't want people to pass these school buses.
I think it's a perfect application on the school bus, because all we're looking to do with this effort is to change the behavior in the immediate vicinity of the camera, and so I think it's a perfect application for it.
The 2012 primary presidential election is around the corner, and it's causing certain challenges for the county's Board of Elections. Lorna Virgili has the details. Lorna?
Susan, primary election is on April 3rd, and that falls during spring break. Now, the county needs 3,500 election judges and is having a difficult time finding volunteers. Election judges help run precincts on election day, but the early voting in the state is proving hard to find who will do this job.
On election day, you obviously open the doors at 7 a.m. You have the whole check-in process when voters come in and they assist. You present your name, your date of birth, your address. Once you encode the card, you go to the next line, which is the voting unit judge. That individual ensures that the voting unit accepts the voting card, and that individual is prepped to initiate their secret ballot.
The Board of Elections needs 3,500 volunteers who will be trained and will work at the polls 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. on primary election day. Another concern for that day is voter turnout. During spring break, many residents travel, but that should not prevent voters from casting their votes.
So if you're going to be out of town on election day for the primary, you have early voting, you have 5 sites in Montgomery County, and you do have absentee voting that you could request an absentee ballot from the Board of Elections.
Early voting will be March 24th through the 29th. To find the 2012 early voting centers or to volunteer as an election judge, visit www.777vote.com. countyreports.org. For County Report this week, Lorna Virgili.
And speaking of elections, the city of Rockville recently inaugurated their new mayor and council at a reception and swearing-in ceremony. Our Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer was there to cover the event. Bridget?
That's right. Rockville has a brand new mayor and council, and they were just inaugurated at the Rockville Senior Center. We had the chance to catch up with each of them to find out about their plans for the next 2 years. Can you tell us, Mayor, about what you're looking forward to for your next term?
I'm looking forward to being a fiscal conservative. I will certainly be watching the purse strings very carefully, with the economy being in the shape it's in, and the citizens of this city everywhere are feeling the pinch.
Looking forward to a great start to the new session of the Mayor and Council. I think there's lots of great ideas that folks have been passing around, both through the campaign and subsequently, and I think this is a good group of folks, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to work together well and get things off to a great start tonight.
I'm very excited. It's been a couple weeks since the election and hasn't really worn off. It's such a great honor to be able to serve the people of Rockville on the council and be with my family and friends and celebrate this night.
We need to continue the good work with the outreach to the county council, to Montgomery College, to MCPS. We're getting a new elementary school, number 5, over on Edmonston, and I think that's going to take a lot of interfacing between us and the school district and getting things going. And we have, the need of a new addition at Julius West, and the conversations come up about the cafeteria size. And there's a lot of things that we can work on, and if we work together, we'll get it done well.
Well, I think we still need to worry about our economy and how Rockville fits into that. And, I'm very big on, can Rockville sustain its services for the next decade or two?
Councilmember Valerie Ervin has wrapped up her last week as council president. During her term, Ms. Ervin led the council through one of its toughest budget years, creating a blueprint for addressing the county's long-term structural challenges.
Thank you. The thing that I remember about this year was how the council stuck together, and we took several unanimous votes during the budget that really set this county on the course of greatness, I think, moving forward. And some of what we did was very controversial, but I think that my predecessor will be very happy that we took the hard votes in the first year of the council. Everything from, what we did on the maintenance of effort, to some of the changes we made in the budget for the long term. I think it solidified our AAA bond rating, and these weren't the sexy things that you get to do as council president, but they were the necessary things.
Still ahead on County Report this week, approval of a plan that will transform the Wheaton Central Business District. And a new after-school program that looks to keep kids busy in a positive way. When County Report this week continues.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? Now there is only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's new online and telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Remember, call 311 to get it done.
For many children, the holidays can be a gloomy time of year. Help those hit hard by the recession and donate your new unwrapped toys to those in need. Join Montgomery Community Media and Mix 107.3 and give the joy of the holiday season to less fortunate children. Montgomery Community Media Center will be a drop-off site for Toys for Tots, so visit us today.
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
Welcome back to County Report. The community of Wheaton is gearing up for some major changes. The council has approved a new sector plan that will guide future growth in the business district that surrounds the Wheaton metro stations. Officials say they hope the plan will attract new businesses and residents, and it includes a provision that protects the green buffer between the Wheaton Westfield Mall and Kensington Heights.
I think that the planning board did a very good job. I think there was a lot of community input. We did make some modifications, some tweaks to make sure that we're preserving, for example, the forest buffer around the Westfield Wheaton Mall, which I think it's really always, very important. This plan really had four main components. I wanted to preserve diversity, look at design, look at connectivity, and also environmental protections. And I think that this is really, truly important. We have an amazingly vibrant, diverse community there with amazing retail as well as restaurants. We need to work on maintaining that spirit. Connectivity has been a challenge, and I think that this plan really offers a lot of opportunities for that. The design, I think it's important because it protects our residential areas, and so you have a really good, I think, proposal in terms of making sure that you're doing a lot of your heavy-duty redevelopment around the metro station.
After the final school bell rings, many students head home to an unsupervised afternoon. But for some middle school students at MCPS, they are taking part in a pilot program where they can engage in sports, the arts, career exploration, and a variety of educational opportunities. The program, called Excel Beyond the Bell, is part of the county's Positive Youth Initiative.
The county executive, the county council, and Montgomery County Public Schools hereby proclaim Thursday, October 20th, 2011 as Lights On After School Day.
Lights On After School Day is a national event celebrating the importance of providing safe, quality after-school programs to our students. As part of that celebration, community members and leaders visited Loiterman Middle School to see firsthand one of the county's after-school programs in action.
What we're going to do is take our sheets of paper.
This program, called Excel Beyond the Bell, is being piloted at Argyle, Clemente, and Loiterman Middle Schools, and is a partnership between the Montgomery County Collaboration Council, Montgomery County Public Schools, and the Montgomery County Recreation Department.
This truly is a remarkable partnership. We should be thinking about in-school programs and after-school programs as one unit, because the learning does not stop when the last bell rings.
A 30-week program, Excel Beyond the Bell, is offered 4 days a week right after school until 5:15 p.m.
That is also the time that our young people are in most jeopardy.
1, 2, 3, Loiterman! Good job, fellas, good job.
We just come out here, we play basketball, have a good time, and that's all we do out here.
Often we think of it as, and we use the term extracurricular, but really it's co-curricular. It goes right hand in hand with what we're doing during the school day.
We're building remote control cars or radio control cars. So this is dealing with the STEM initiative, in which STEM is an acronym that deals with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And putting these cars together encompasses all four of those key points.
If we didn't have these after-school programs, I would be sitting home on the couch eating Oreo cookies.
It gives me something to do, and I get to hang out with my friends.
I do a dance program called Clancy Works.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think it will give my daughter a sense of who she is and to help her to find her place in this world.
I like this after-school thing because you get free stuff, but also you get to do really fun stuff.
Lights on after school! Yay!
Some Montgomery College faculty, staff, and students have formed a committee to address sustainability and green practices throughout the college community. Our friends at MCTV have this report.
The first meeting of the new MC Green Team Committee met recently to discuss what Montgomery College is doing and should be doing in the area of sustainability.
We do have general goals of enhancing the sustainability of the college, both in terms of its buildings and in terms of the behavior of the people in the buildings.
I'm so excited for us to have a green team. I mean, I think this college has been green since I've been here. I see having a green team be that we can all speak with one voice.
Montgomery College already has a successful recycling program in place and gets a large percentage of its electrical power from wind sources through the use of renewable energy credits. Many courses of study at the college have a sustainability element, including the architecture program.
I think if you're just learning something, you're just learning about construction or architecture, if you start out with the sense that your building has to make as little damage to the earth, actually trying to contribute to the well-being of the environment, what an ideal way to start your education in architecture and construction.
Student involvement is also a major priority of the committee.
They might be driving the wagon right now. I am also the faculty advisor for the MC Green Student Club. We've actually had this student club in past years, but it's reinvigorated this year. And during the Involvement Fest at the beginning of the fall semester, we had over 25 students sign up to be a part of the MC Green Student Club.
Today's students, like the 18-year-old student at Montgomery College today, grew up, in this county, grew up recycling in elementary school. So if we have recycling bins in the halls, this is just something they grew up with.
Having the college-wide sustainability committee working and this student club working together to achieve some objectives, I'm really excited about the potential there.
Still to come, the county is looking for innovative ways to get students to make healthier food choices. And we'll tell you how the arrival of the Purple Line could affect the community of Chevy Chase Lake. Stay with us.
Bring your own reusable bag when you shop, and starting January 1st, you'll save 5 cents for every store bag you don't need. A new law requires retailers in Montgomery County to charge 5 cents for the plastic or paper bags they provide to customers, because plastic bags are the biggest single source of waterway litter. And every year, Montgomery County spends $3 million on cleanup. So do yourself and the environment a favor. Bring your reusable bag when you shop. You'll fight litter and keep the change.
Welcome back. The county is continuing its work to make sure students are eating healthy both inside and outside of school. Recently, the council's Health and Human Services Committee met to learn about innovative practices in other jurisdictions aimed at encouraging students to eat healthier foods. Councilmember Nancy Navarro told us the county is looking at ways to capitalize on emerging school food trends and how they might be implemented here.
One of the main components is for them to work with the Board of Education to address some of the issues around nutritious lunches, and meals in general in the school system. The school system does have to work with USDA on their nutritious meals that they offer, but I think that if we can find a way to connect with our local farmers and provide some of those nutritious vegetables and fruits, etc., it would really go a long way in our goals towards, reduction of obesity as well as just general nutrition. So we're very excited about it, and we look forward for them to come back and give us an update on how their conversations have resulted in some actual outcomes.
Chevy Chase Lake is a community of mixed housing and commercial strip centers along Connecticut Avenue. The revised sector plan for this area of the county is designed to take advantage of the existing retail and commercial services without compromising the existing character of the neighborhood. I'm here with planner Elza Heisel McCoy in the Chevy Chase Lake neighborhood, where there is currently a sector plan that's underway at the planning board. Tell us what the vision is with this plan.
The vision for the Chevy Chase Lake sector plan is to take a beautiful neighborhood, take a great place to live, and make it a little bit better by adding choices of places to go and places to live. Chevy Chase Lake developed as a neighborhood over 100 years ago. The streetcar line for Connecticut Avenue ended here. There was an amusement park. There was a lake that was used to cool the power station where folks from the district would come up and row on the lake. And so there's a lot of history. There's an established character here. And one of the things the sector plan is going to look at is taking the great diversity of housing, which includes affordable housing, market rate housing that's affordable for the area, and to make it easier to provide additional housing for folks to live here.
Okay, let's take a walk now up to the corner of Connecticut and Manor Road and talk a little bit about the iconic Chevy Chase Shopping Center and talk a little bit about what might be planned for this area.
This supermarket is a beloved place, and we've heard throughout all of our outreach that everybody wants, loves the supermarket and wants that to be here. In the short term, we're looking at trying to provide a little bit more housing options and a little bit more retail. There's a great mix. There's the dry cleaner, there's a hair salon. We're looking to keep that mix, but to provide some housing opportunities as well by putting mixed use on top. So we could have the supermarket, we can have the stores and restaurants, but then people could live above it. By providing additional housing here above the supermarket, that provides folks even more choice. But again, we're trying to keep the balance between the character of the larger community, the character of the shopping center. It's a very nice shopping center, and you know, those opportunities for more shops, for more folks to live here.
Elsa, let's walk back up to Connecticut Avenue and talk a little bit about how the plan might help people get around.
Sounds good.
Here we are on Connecticut Avenue. We know it's a heavily traveled road with lots of pedestrians using the sidewalks and the bike paths. How might the plan help these folks get around?
The plan is looking at a variety of ways to make it easier for folks to get around the community. Right now, if folks want to come down to the shopping center or to some of the other places, they have to walk out to Connecticut Avenue. The plan is looking at a couple of different ways, additional bike paths, sidewalks, and nature trails to really give folks a better choice of routes to get to where they want to go.
Well, we live in a world of changing technology where cell phones, computers, and social media are vital to our everyday lives. And to remain a key player in the global marketplace, the state of Maryland created the One Maryland Inter-County Broadband Network. Obi Wobi tells us more.
Every week we send our camera crews all around Montgomery County to bring back stories of interest to the community. Today, our camera crews are right here in MCM's very own Studio A for a very special event with the Rockville Chamber of Commerce. The Rockville Chamber of Commerce visited MCM Studios to discuss how Montgomery County will benefit from the Inter-County Broadband Network project.
So to have the ability to really do the connectivity and the interoperability in a way that really makes sense and saves the taxpayers millions of dollars is something that will be a reality in Maryland, different, unlike any other jurisdiction in the country.
Howard County Executive Ken Allman, now serving his second term, is one of the key people driving this project.
It's going to benefit Montgomery County families because children are going to get better resources at Montgomery County schools and all of the schools in Maryland. Public safety is going to have more technology and more ability to do its jobs.
Last year, the federal government awarded Maryland more than $115 million in stimulus money through the Broadband Technology Opportunities Program.
What we want to do is develop broadband applications, the physical aspects of it. We really want to bring the fiber to the various communities, and we actually have established a fiber warehouse to do exactly that.
When finished, the Inter-County Broadband Network will connect the entire state of Maryland, hundreds of public schools, libraries, public safety agencies, and many more. For more information, visit onemaryland-icbn.org.
Up next on County Report, Tom Pogue will be here with more news on improvements related to BRAC. And Kathy Stanhope has a royal pet of the week. We'll be right back.
Now's the best time to register for Montgomery College's spring semester to make sure you get your first choice of classes. Choose courses for more than 130 majors and programs offered at our campus locations and online. Register today online or at any of our 3 campuses. And you can also register now for Montgomery College's winter session classes offered January 3rd through the 19th on all 3 campuses and online. You can register for this session online or at any of our campus locations. MC's video for the It Gets Better project is now featured on the national organization's website. Produced by MCTV, the video shares personal stories of students, faculty, staff, and administrators and offers encouragement to LGBT students.
In our Pet of the Week segment this week, Kathy Stanhope has a dog named Duchess who might just be the perfect companion for you.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope at the Montgomery County Humane Society with your Pet of the Week. And we are here today with Duchess. She walked in the room a few minutes ago and everybody in the room just said, "Oh, what a cute girl," which is true. There is just something very special and very cute about this little wigglewort we have here. She is a pit bull type. Not maybe all pit bull, but it's hard to say. She's just about 11 months old, and she's just full of energy, and she just likes everybody. She likes everybody and everything. She unfortunately was a give up. Her previous owner couldn't take care of her anymore. But she knows commands, she knows sit, and she knows stay, and she really likes to play fetch, and she loves to play tug, although you really shouldn't play too much tug with her. You don't want her to get aggressive. But she is just a sweetheart. She is wagging this tail, and she wants to go over and give kisses to absolutely everyone. This is a dog that you would love to have as a companion because she's just very friendly and very, very loving. This is a dog that you definitely want to come down and visit at the Montgomery County Humane Society. Give us a call at 240-773-5967 or visit us on the web at www.mchumane.org. You definitely want to check out Duchess here because she is an absolutely extraordinary, special little girl. She's not spayed yet, but she will be before she gets adopted. And definitely come down and see her. And remember, when you do come down to see her, we are always looking for towels, blankets, old rugs, old sheets, anything like that to make the crates or the concrete floors in the kennels more comfortable for the dogs. So bring the towels and the sheets and the rugs down and donate them to the animal shelter and come down and meet Duchess. She'll be very glad you did.
Tom Pogue is here with this week's transportation update, and it's good news for folks who are affected by BRAC.
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update for Montgomery County. The county has received $90 million from the U.S. Department of Defense for transportation projects in Bethesda. The funds will be used to address traffic congestion resulting from the move of the Walter Reed Army Medical Center to the National Naval Medical Center under the Base Realignment and Closure Act. These projects include $40 million for the county to construct the Maryland Route 355 crossing. The project will install deep elevators on the east side of the pike to the metro station platform and a pedestrian tunnel for bus and carpool commuters and walkers. $49 million for the state to construct improvements at 4 major intersections: Rockville Pike at Cedar Lane and at Jones Bridge Road, Connecticut Avenue at Jones Bridge Road, and West Cedar Lane at Old Georgetown Road. These projects are in addition to new or renovated bike paths and sidewalks MCDOT has already constructed at the medical complex. Together, they will improve transit and vehicle mobility and promote pedestrian safety. For more information, visit the county's website at montgomerycountymd.gov. We're working to keep you moving.
If you enjoy being outdoors and working with nature, then our friends at Brookside Gardens want you to share that love. The call is out for volunteer naturalists.
Hi, my name is Jared Ashling. I'm the volunteer coordinator here at Brookside Gardens, and I'm here with our mascot, the frog, in our visitor center. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about volunteering at Brookside Gardens. We have lots of volunteer opportunities here, from working out in the gardens as a gardener assistant to working with our Wings of Fancy exhibit in our conservatories. Volunteering here is a great way to get outside and get to know the gardens, but don't take my word for it. Let's listen to what some of our volunteers have to say.
My job is making it better for the visitors. I just love to be here at the gardens because I meet so many interesting people during the day.
I've enjoyed Brookside Gardens for nearly 40 years, and I figured it was time to start paying back.
I'm here because I love the gardens. I come to walk here fairly frequently, and I'm also a librarian, so I thought one good opportunity would be to volunteer at the Gardens Library and help out with the book and magazine collection.
If you're interested in volunteering, check out our website at www.brooksidegardens.org or give us a call at the volunteer desk at 301-962-1432.
Well, that does it for this edition of County Report This Week. Be sure to tune in again next week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. Thanks for watching.